I was like, wait, what kind of elevator is this? He takes his shirt off. No, he didn't! What's poppin', y'all? Welcome to another episode of Rock Pops on the 20s. I'm your ringmaster and host, Rock Blackwell. And on this episode, we're popping on episode 6 of the 20s. Life in the house. In the house? So we started off with Derek coming out in a big puffy jacket. But the jacket isn't puffy, the jacket is normal sized, but Derek has decided to puff his jacket out with who knows what underneath. You know, at first I'm like, here's Derek, here he comes, being silly, right? Then he's like, well, I gotta make my workouts better. Okay. But then he says something that I thought was awesome. Not only was he doing it just to find out what it was like to have extra weight, but also to take up more space, to feel what it was like to have limited range of motion. This is something I've never thought of. I thought it showed a level of ingenuity, a level of empathy that could call people to bravery. Attaboy, Derek. Attaboy. Then we switched to Sabrina, and she's, kind of still tripping off last week, coming in last place. She's been struggling down at the bottom. And she's on the phone with her daughter. She's crying because she's feeling like, why am I still here? Is this all in vain? What am I doing? Just to call home and talk to somebody who believes in you. Don't make me cry. Besides her daughter, super cute, this is going to come back later in the episode. Next, they're told, get a Shakeology party going on. Party! They all put their Shakeologies together however they do it. They head over to Beachbody HQ. Time for the challenge. Challenge! Once they get to Beachbody HQ, they get to meet Michael Neiman and Darren Oling. They basically let them know the Shakeology is part of our overall solution package, together with fitness, nutrition. And the way they did it kind of foreshadowed what was coming, because it was an elevator pitch. So they let the 20s know they have this elevator pitch. They're going to go into an actual elevator with people in there waiting for them and tell them about why Shakeology is awesome. By the way, who is one of the people in the elevator except Melanie Mitro, one of our top coaches? I was like, wait, what kind of elevator is this? Elevator! Except it's a 2-minute elevator pitch, but what kind of elevator you in for 2 minutes? Up first is Joe, Mr. Blue Steel. Joe goes in the elevator. What's the first thing he does? He takes his shirt off. No, he didn't! Yes, he did. This show. As he goes on, he's talking about stuff, and from the clips that we saw, he seemed a little technical for what people in an elevator would really want to know. Next was Shalimar. She was pretty conversational. I liked it. Megan said that she thought it was a train wreck at some point. It did seem a little pitchy. It didn't quite seem like Megan. I don't know if she was just out of her element. With Quinn, the way they did the editing, they wanted to make it look a little silly. Mission accomplished. I thought Rachel came with a good energy. Even though she was quiet, I liked how she was talking. Taylor, Erica, and Derek, they all tried to go for it, but it wasn't all there. Although I did like the way Derek kind of toned down and was just talking to people like a regular person. Sabrina. Hey, Sabrina put it down. I watched this episode with my wife, and as we were watching, as soon as Sabrina was done, we were both like, wow. She said 2 things. One that stuck out to my wife, one that stuck out to me. The thing that stuck out to my wife was that she said she can take it on the go. The thing that really stuck out to me is when she talked about how she used to live an unhealthy lifestyle, but Shakeology is part of a new healthy lifestyle for her. So when it came out to who was going to win, I had Sabrina and Rachel, and so did Beachbody. Come back to the house. In the house? I don't know if they're just piggybacking off what happened last week, but it looks like they're trying to still ship Joe and Shalimar. Shalajoe. But where they transitioned to was Joe talking about his dad and how he recently lost his dad. So prayers for you, Joe, for your family. I know how you feel, man. Now on to the rankings. To the rankings? I noticed that Beachbody is saying, based off the workouts that they're doing and their performance in the challenge, we don't get to see all of the stuff that they're doing behind the scenes, so I can only go off the challenge. And from what I saw, it was clear Sabrina and Rachel would be in the top 2. And whatever they did in their workouts during the week, it confirmed that, because Beachbody had them in the top 2 as well, with Sabrina being ranked number 1. I am so happy for her. That's what's up. For me, I had Erica and Quinn in the bottom two only because of the way that it's shot. And here's the deal. I don't think that any of them did a bad job. Getting really hard to choose a bottom two because that doesn't mean that they weren't good. So when Beachbody said Erica was in the bottom two, not altogether surprised. When they said Joe was in the bottom two, wow. As they explained why, I see it. That was just big because he's never been in the bottom two. But that goes to show you what Beachbody is really about as a company. It is not about self-exaltation. It's about lifting other people up. And while I'm sure that wasn't Joe's point, he was just going off of the feedback that he got from the previous week, trying to put that into practice. Like he said, he misjudged the situation. He's understanding, he's growing. Same with Erica. I think it's a good thing, like she said, she went for it, to do the shimmy shake. She's a dancer. She was nervous. She went to what she knew. So big ups to Erica as well. So it looks like going forward, there's going to be no more challenges. But instead, they're going to be having to put together workouts. You guys tell me, who is your top two this week? Who is your bottom two? Would you have done something differently for an elevator pitch? Whatever it is, holler at your boy in the comments. As always, thank you for watching this episode of Rock Pops. Be sure to click like and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, keep it poppin'. Peace.